Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Rich, smooth, delicious, and packed with vitamins, that could only be one thing. It's Rika Almond Beverage. Great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call Superb Distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
The Housing Authority offers products that people can choose from, products that people can access, and I think anyone looking to build, just call the Housing Authority of Grenada. The service was superb. Every step of the way, they collaborated with the owner, they collaborated with the builder. The builder himself was really good. For what I've seen them do, I have to say that from buildings they have done in the past to where they are now, they have come up to speed with modern trends, modern designs, and I think I will advise anybody to choose the Housing Authority of Grenada.
Alrighty, let's say welcome again, one and all, to another Mikey Live program. I'm your host, Mikey Hutchinson, and of course, yes, this is a spotlight, program this time of the day and night. Yes, you get the good, the bad, and the Mikey. You understand? Things that are happening in Grenada, Carriacou, Trinidad and Tobago, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dominica, all around the world. We tell you about it, but of course, there is a primary focus here at home. We dance a yard before we dance abroad. So let's talk about what's making the news for tonight. Beautiful people, hello again. Andre Fletcher, our very own Spice Man, they call him in the cricket arena, continues to shine. We don't hear enough about Andre, people, and that does fret me. Because Andre is one of the only sportsman in Grenada who's always in the spotlight. But he's not a flamboyant guy. He's cool and humble and chill. So you don't hear much about him. But this guy is traveling the world and making Grenada proud because they call him the Spice Man. Playing cricket for West Indies, the Zooks, and other teams around the world. But anyway, we'll talk about that later. SGU said that they are committed to more support to the TAMCC Community College. And of course, there's a conversation about bond. We'll talk about that, not regarding the college, but hold on, we're going to talk about that just now. Don't push me in the lag. Prime Minister says he doesn't really support mandatory vaccination. Says, what's the objective, really? We'll talk more about that. Vulnerable population in the region is still unprotected against the COVID-19. All right? And Joe Biden says that the United States forces has killed the ISIS leader during a raid in Syria. And the police fatally shoots a teenager in St. Lucia. So we have that and more to tell you about when we return on tonight's Mikey Live program. And gotta let you know the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of Coach Grenada Limited, Digital Nawasa, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Real Value, IGA Supermarkets, and Superb Distributors. All right, thank you guys, all right, for being on board with us. Folks, we'll take that quick break and come back. And here's what, someone sharing tonight's program, and that person could be you, will win some free credits. Just share the business, no man. Don't let me have to go through all that talk. You know what I mean? Just share the thing. We are coming back.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Yeah, man, that's what Nawasa say all the time. They say, well, you know, it's all about our customers' needs, and they're committed to doing so. We want to say hello to everyone again tuning in. Those of you who just got on, hello to you guys, and welcome to today's program. Now, earlier, the first thing that we have to tell all about, boys, that Andre Fletcher, Grenada's very own, has been doing his thing out there playing cricket, and it was another match-winning performance from the Grenadian young man at the BPL T20 tournament. Today, Fletcher hit an unbeaten 71 runs. As the Coleman Tigers defeated their opponents. And this is not the first time Andre is getting man of the match. In fact, I think he got him, yes, man of the match. I'm making it up. And he might be even watching the program now. You understand? I'll tell you all something, all right? Andre Fletcher is a young man that I've been following for years. You know, after his matches, during his matches, you know, a text man, you know, ting, ting, ting with a text. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so 71 runs, not out today. You understand? And this is his second man of the match. And he got the third most runs in the tournament. You understand? In the entire tournament. Third most runs. A Grenadian Weezone. You understand? So we have to say congrats to your bed, Jin. Congratulations to our boy, Andre Fletcher. You know what I mean? You rock, bruh. We are moving on. The next thing that we have to tell your boy is our COVID-19 situation. You understand? You know, the numbers come in every night, and we try to analyze and see where we're going. What I can tell you is we are seeing the best numbers now, today. So maybe things are on the down. Grenada recorded 76 positive COVID-19, so we're down to double digits. 76 positive cases of COVID-19 today, out of a total of 560 tests. So here's what, I just tell people, the numbers are important, but pay attention to the positivity rate to understand the trend. Because when you have more people testing on some days than others, you just cannot just look at numbers. Yeah? You have to look at the positivity rate to understand the trend. And the positivity rate is the amount of positive cases that you get out of the amount of tests that were conducted. So sometimes on weekend you go see 30, 40 cases. And then you go say, hey, why are things getting good? But that might be 30, 40 cases out of 300 tests that were conducted. Right? And then on Monday, Tuesday, you see the jump up to 400 positive cases, 300, 400 positive cases. And you say, why? No. But then, on these days, you had 1,200 people testing. All right? So it is hard to track the trend by simply looking at only the numbers. You get a better idea of whether things are improving or not when you look at the positivity rate, how many positive cases you're getting against the amount of tests that were done. All right? And so the positivity rate for today is 13.6%. Now, that's the lowest it has been in a very long time. All right? 76 positive cases coming out of 560 positive tests that were conducted. So that's really good. That tells me things are improving. Now, if tomorrow I get another 13, 14, 15% in terms of the positivity rate, it tells me that there is a trend. And I can start feeling a little more comfortable now that the cases are going down. Yeah? Not only the fact that less people are testing, but how many positives are we getting by the less people who are testing? You follow me? I'm just trying to make it as simple as possible, put it down in layman term for you, because not everybody understands. We're not all on the same level. You know what I mean? But I deal with you. The next thing. Oh, right. So going back to the test, there were no new deaths, at least, and there were 363 new recoveries. So that therefore takes our active cases to triple digits for the first time in a long time again. So we are down to 851 active cases of COVID. It was in 1,000, 1,001, 1,002, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but now it has gone down to 850. So we're getting we're getting there. All right, good. I don't want all with that talk now. On the issue of vaccination, we have stuck. What we have so far, total doses. So in terms of Grenada's vaccination, here's this, right? There are a total of 84,708 doses of vaccines that were administered. Let me break that down for you now. Fully vaccinated population, 32%. 32.7. That is just around 37,000 people. All right. Those who have received, who are partially vaccinated, 5%, which is 5,601, and booster shots, 4.5%, which is 5,103. All right. So still, our vaccination is below what Grenada's government would like it to be, 32%. And there are a lot of countries who are boasting of higher vaccination rates. But there is always a conversation of mandatory vaccination so as to realize more or higher number of vaccination. Because if you're forcing people to vaccinate, then obviously it will result in a higher number of people vaccinated. However, Grenada's Prime Minister has recently stated that, you know what? Well, to what end? He says that he has made it clear that he doesn't really have a problem with it, but he doesn't think it's a good idea.
You know, and I've said over and over, the government is clear that mandatory vaccination, we have no problem with that. I have not been hesitant or unclear on this. No one can ever say that I have said that I don't support it and I don't believe it's legal. I'm clear about the legality. My problem, as I've said over and over, is the mandating, will it solve the problem that I want? And I've said over and over, I'm not yet convinced that that will in fact force people to achieve the objectives that we set ourselves to achieve. That is the fundamental reason. If and when I believe that it is necessary and the cabinet feels so, then we have no problem with indicating this. So I don't want anyone to feel that we are not advocating on a matter of this fundamental nature, because I don't see why I have to pass a law to force you to protect your own life. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But if it becomes necessary, and it could do precisely this, and achieve the level of herd immunity that we want to achieve, then clearly we will have no choice. So when that becomes the case, I would precisely do this. And we're not thinking. And I always say to people over and over, Mr. Speaker, I am not thinking, when I'm dealing, I've said to many of our own constituents, when I go out and people ask me questions, this is not about voting. I've said to people, I have to lose a few votes for saving lives. Lives first.
And that's Honorable Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell on the issue of mandatory vaccination. Now, while 63% of people in Latin America and the Caribbean have now been vaccinated against the COVID-19, coverage remains uneven, with 14 countries and territories immunizing 70% of their population, and the same underfailing to reach the 40, and the same number failing, to even reach a 40% coverage. That's according to the Pan American Health Organization. The director, Dr. Carissa Etienne, with 7 million new infections and over 34,000 deaths reported in the region since last week, the highest in a while. They say that that causes even more worry, because there are some populations that even are at risk more than others. They say that the at-risk population continues to remain at risk, with some countries reporting lower coverage among the elderly compared to younger groups who are less at risk for severe disease. Grenada, for example, we have just told you, around the 32% of our population is vaccinated. You know? And for organizations such as this one, they are concerned about these figures as deep as we are into our second outbreak. You know, so they're warning that that countries need to do better as it relates to their vaccination rates. What you gonna do? You know, hands are tied. You know, hands are really tied. There isn't really much that can be done, really. If you ask me, you know, what can you do? And you have some governments are saying that they do not support mandatory vaccination. Well, you know, there are some countries that are taking a different approach, and they're going after the public workers, you know, the teachers and so on, because they come in large numbers, like St. Vincent and the Grenadines. You understand? Who wants to mandate, you know, public workers to take vaccines and so on. Yeah. Anyway, one of the things that we have to tell you about today, boy, an elite United States military force killed one of the world's most wanted terrorists. They say they have taken down overnight the leader of ISIS. You understand? Well, okay. Let's see what that means. If there's any sort of retaliation that will follow. I don't have to read no long story. I think that's what matters. At least we get to know what's going on. Folks, in recent matches, the West Indies have really proven to be on a high. The other day, from Barbados, what's your name again, boy? Jason Holder. What, 4 wickets in 4 balls? Yeah, and I said a hat-trick on one. How they call it? I don't know how they just call it. It was a streak. A wicket streak. One after the other. They just beat England. They won the series against England. And then, boom! They have to go on the back foot with old talk. And Kieran Pollard, the captain, having to defend and dismiss rumors of disunity in the squad. You understand? Just after they won the Betway T20 International Series against England, in Barbados, Sunday. It says empty vessels would make the most noise. You understand? But some of them good too, Some of them good, like people in the media and, something. Let them people enjoy the high. Whether or not the team has this unity, it matters not. What matters is what happens on the field. What happens in the personal time or in the downtime. That is business. You understand? But instead of all to give the team the opportunity to enjoy, they glow, they agree, enjoy themselves, they win one. They have to be now defending themselves against rumors. You ever hear that? Watch it. Yo, I ain't even talking about it. Take out that scream, man. You understand? Oh, yeah. In St. Lucia, boy, police there. They kill a youth. You understand? They kill a youth, a teenager people. They say the police was coming, and the youth man, whatever they were going to him for, decided to bolt. When I say bolt, I mean run for it. And the police shot and killed him.
A solemn atmosphere in Viewfort over the weekend as law enforcement cordoned off the streets in the aftermath of the police-involved shooting death of 16-year-old Ajani Shalri.
We were always hearing of gunshots in the area, so whenever I hear, I would always call him. But last night when I heard the gunshot, I called him and I never got him. So I knew something was wrong.
The teenager, a student of the Mikud Secondary School, would succumb to gunshot wounds he received as he allegedly attempted to elude the capture of law enforcement. Family members are bemoaning the questionable company the teenager kept.
He was always with bad company. And he would never listen when we talked to him.
So was he shot by some civilian or the police or?
I'm not too sure, but I'm hearing that he was shot by police. I'm not sure.
So tell us, how is the family coping? I know it's a difficult situation.
It's very hard.
Residents in the sleepy neighborhood corner of Viewfort were startled by the cracking sound of gunfire, awakening inhabitants from their slumber, beckoning some to the scene, while others took cover in their homes.
I was asleep and then I heard two gunshots. It must have been close after midnight, minutes one. There around that time. Then my husband came in and my husband told me that they killed somebody outside. But my husband is not from the area, so he wasn't sure as to the identity of the person. But then a little time later, my daughter called me from her home and she told me, "Ma, you don't know who they killed outside? They killed Ajani." I was so disturbed I couldn't even leave the house.
I lied down for almost 2 hours. When I heard people coming out, that's when I came out and I saw the police was in the area. But I didn't see anything. Like I tell you, when I heard the gunshot, I just had to lie down flat because I do not know where it's coming from. I had to lie down flat for safety.
The shocking shooting death has elicited outrage in some public circles, with concerned citizens taking to social media demanding answers over the circumstances surrounding the fatal shooting.
This is a kid I know from little. My mother babysat that boy. I pass sometimes and I call him. I'm so traumatized by that. I cannot even express how I feel. But I don't know at what point, what happened with him, what went wrong. But I'm still saddened by the whole situation.
Residents say this side of Viewfort town is not known for violent flare-ups.
It's about 5 years since we last had an incident like that in the area where the boy was killed just a little across the road by me. Yeah? But it's not a frequent occurrence in this area.
As loved ones, including family and friends, prepare to bury the teenager, they await the outcome of pending police investigations into the shooting death of Ajani Shalri. Observers hope the findings will not wither on the vine like countless other matters, including the yet-to-be-solved Arnold Joseph case. Solange Alfred, HTS News Force.
But small man look like he start life early, man. Bills and thing, you know. Yeah, sometimes, you know, you just don't have to expose yourself in a particular light. You understand? I mean, I'm looking at that and it doesn't really do good for him, you know. Anyway, really that talk there. Earlier, Grenadian forward, he is Kristen Julian. He's leading the race of Grenada Premier League's top goal scorer. Now, he has scored 12 goals in 12 games so far, helping his club be in the second just because of goal difference in the second place. You understand? Again, you know, when somebody's this outstanding, you can't just ignore it. And I mean, and so we have to say, good job, youth. Really good job. You know what I mean? Folks, I see that we are running out of time. I want to encourage some of you to share the business. You know, some of you don't share the thing yet. Listen, I was saying today, COVID-19 has really shown up some relationships in recent times, you know. What do I mean by that? Husband have COVID, wife do have COVID. Wife have COVID, husband do have COVID. What? You see, COVID teaching us a lot of things, but all you have to pay attention. How come? How is it? That COVID-19 is so transmissive, especially, Omicron. You understand? Omicron, not no passing Omicron. Whoop what? Anything in the way, gone with it. And you have one of the spouses having COVID and the next one don't have it, or something wrong. But I don't kiss your wife. You know what I mean? And other minutes, you know what I mean? Why is that one dog? You know? And listen, all of them doctors and them have it real hard, you know? Them doctors have it real hard, you know? Because, you know, you go by the doctor at a couple and thing and the thing and they'll take the test. And then one positive, the next one negative. You know, the doctor, well, you know, the doctor might want to say, is that all for today? You guys want to talk about anything else? I think every doctor should take some kind of training in psychology. Yeah, and them kind of be this thing to do with, you know, them kind of stuff, counseling and, you know. Because what I'm saying is, that don't even normal. That don't normal. You know what I mean? So you don't get like a coggle in the night. Like a coggle. You know what I mean? Because how? You have people walking together long distance from each other and they're catching COVID from one another. The whole place of COVID. You and the husband in the same house. You and the wife in the same house. And not a boy. Anyway, lady, that situation, then have a Mikey life. You know what I mean? That for another segment. Yeah, is that something wrong? Is that anyway? Lady, that talk. I ain't going back there. Lady, that talk. So anyway, Olia, let me take a quick break. I realize we're running out of time. Let me take a little break and thing, and we'll come back on the business. And when we come back on the business, we go have for you the national report and the weather. But now, just to save face, I'm telling you. just to save this, if I don't know, all they're gonna take a COVID test, go by the doctor, a couple and thing, kiss your wife. Get anything before you go. You know what I mean? Take on for the team. Because that don't looking pretty tight, you know. So I'm telling you, make it easier for the doctor to keep a straight face. Because it was hard for them. You know, they would like to help you out, but you know, I want over the pay grade. You know what I mean? All you have to remember back, yeah?
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Rich, smooth, delicious, and packed with vitamins that could only be one thing. It's Rika Almond Beverage. Great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call superb distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
The Housing Authority offers products that people can choose from, products that people can access, and I think anyone looking to build, just call the Housing Authority of Grenada. The service was superb. Every step of the way, they collaborated with the owner, they collaborated with the builder. The builder himself was really good. For what I've seen them do, I have to say that from buildings they have done in the past to where they are now, they have come up to speed with modern trends, modern designs, and I think I will advise anybody to choose the Housing Authority of Grenada.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Welcome to Yogo. Most of you know us for our food delivery service and our food pass for free delivery from restaurants. But did you know you can also use us for grocery deliveries too? We've just added another 5,000 plus new items to Yogo Supermarket. And stay updated as we add more products and vendors. Yogo Services is our convenient skip-the-line offering. Let us pay your electric, water, and other utility bills for you. With us, you will be able to buy tickets, pay your rent, schedule bookings, and other services. Need a ride to get somewhere? Give Yogo Lyft a try. Select your pickup location and destination location and wait for our driver to collect you. Never have to worry about how you're gonna get to a place again. Please see website or app for our service locations. And sign up now.
Grenadians can now access a maximum of $40,000 under the Grenada Housing Authority's soft loan program. We'll have details of this story and more in the National Report. Welcome back. With the details of the news for Thursday, February 3rd, 2022, I am Sherry Ann Noel. Grenadians can now access up to $40,000 in soft loans from the Housing Authority of Grenada as government works with partners to improve the lives of citizens and address housing in the country. The previous maximum loan amount was $30,000. Government for years has placed housing on its priority list and have collaborated with the People's Republic of China and Venezuela to address several issues surrounding housing, including the construction of low-income housing units and housing schemes island-wide. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Social Development, Housing and Community Empowerment, Chrissy Worm-Charles, said the loan amount was increased to cushion the high cost of building materials during the pandemic, which caused delays in housing construction.
Persons can qualify up to $40,000 as of February 2022, right? So this is all in an effort to encourage persons to, build stronger, more resilient houses, and also too, as a response to the increase in prices that we have seen. So housing still continues to be a major issue amongst our vulnerable.
P.S. Worm-Charles said potential homeowners cannot go wrong with an affordable interest rate of 3%.
The housing loans for many years have been just 3%. The loans by Housing Authority in Grenada, just 3%, making it very affordable, to persons who may not be able to do otherwise. So yes, there are those opportunities available, and our housing programs are there to facilitate persons who are under a certain income belt of $1,200. We provide that level of support for people.
Housing units under the China-Grenada low-income housing projects are under inspection by local engineers and officials from the Housing Authority and the Ministry of Infrastructure Development before they are handed over to the applicants. To date, close to 4,000 applications were received by the Housing Authority for the units.
Precedence would be given to people living with disabilities, victims of intimate partner violence and domestic violence, and persons in extreme poverty, right? Those information would be made available to the general public as we go along.
Moving along, Minister for Education, Honorable Emmeline Pear, says her ministry has adopted a strategic approach to address and fill the gaps of learning lost in the education system as a result of the pandemic. She explained to the lower house on Tuesday that due to the delays in reopening schools and the blended and rotation learning, the ministry must find ways to intervene and fill the gaps of learning. As a result, the ministry, with support from the OECS, has provided training to teachers with specific emphasis on assessment of students. Minister Pierce said teachers can no longer apply previous assessment techniques, but must now find new ways to evaluate their students.
Mr. Speaker, as we continue on this very uncertain journey, we have to be very mindful of two critical things. One, how we are going to fill the gap as it relates to the learning loss. And so we've been doing a lot of training with our teachers. We have been able to attract support from the OECS, and we continue to empower our teachers. In the area of assessment, very critical, assessment cannot carry the same meaning as it carried before. It has to be something that is specific to this particular period, and we have to ask ourselves some crucial questions as it relates to assessment. But strengthening teachers' capacity to assess with greater meaning, but also, very important, intervention strategies in the classroom that are so necessary at this time. Only yesterday I heard one teacher presenting her practicum SGU and was speaking about the importance of differentiated learning and teaching strategies at this time.
Minister Pierce says the intervention strategies will not only support teachers, but the students as well.
We must fill the gap. And so those interventions, not just for supporting teachers, but also for supporting students who have been identified by principals as lagging way behind. Notice I said way behind because they are all lagging. Mr. Speaker, one report recently, and I will provide this to the House, indicate that most of our students would be as much as 10 months behind academically. And so there's a lot that has to be done, and so we have to ensure that we continue to push ahead.
Moving along, Commissioner of Police Edwin Martin says a health and wellness unit will be established in the Royal Grenada Police Force as part of its 2022 strategic agenda. The unit will guide and encourage officers to live healthier lifestyles as they continue to make sacrifices to protect and serve the country. COP Martin made the announcement during his address at the 2022 Ribbon and Medal Ceremony at the Grenada Trade Center, which was broadcast live on GIS on Thursday. He said, looking back at 2021, amidst the successes, the force was hard hit by COVID-19 and other serious illnesses, which have prompted the need for intervention. This will include diet, exercise, and annual fitness assessments.
To address this critical and concerning issue, we are looking at ways to better support officers in their ability to live healthier lives. As such, I have already instructed the executive to establish a health and wellness unit to better support the spiritual, physical, mental, and emotional well-being of our officers as part of our 2022 strategic agenda. This initiative will include working with officers on diet and exercise, and potentially the implementation of an annual general fitness assessment.
This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
Calypso fans, the 9 finalists to challenge reigning Independence Calypso monarch Sean Nas, the Sour Serpent, on Friday, February 4th at the Kirini James Athletic Stadium have been selected.
I want to put something
Can Sour Serpent hold on to the reign?
To being proud.
Or will the crown change hands? As Philandi Jeffrey, Sheldon Douglas, Ellison Francis, Samantha Dixon, Nivian Cox, Kelly Christopher, O'Neill Findlay, Anthony Etienne, and Monique Cummins all vie for the coveted crown. Admission is absolutely free from the comfort of your homes. So join the National Celebrations Committee in what promises to be an evening of great calypsos. Carried live via GIS Channel 22, the National Celebrations Committee, and GIS Facebook pages and GIS YouTube channel. Remember the date, Friday, February 4th, 8 p.m. The virtual staging of the 2022 Independence Calypso Monarch. Overcoming our adversity, safeguarding livelihoods, protecting our future. Happy 48th, Grenada.
Welcome back. The Ministry of Tourism and Grenada Tourism Authority are partnering to launch what is dubbed Simple Stays, a new marketing strategy campaign to attract visitors to the island. The campaign, which was launched on Thursday, creates a marketing space for small hotels in Grenada, Carriacou and Petit Martinique. The Small Hotels program identifies 15 properties, 9 in Grenada, 5 in Carriacou and 1 in Petit Martinique, part of the first phase of the program. 16 stakeholders are offering experiences across 3 main categories: tour operators, water sports and attractions. Nicoyan Roberts, manager of nautical development at the GTA, says the marketing strategies include promotional videos and brochures that will give people the opportunity to see what Grenada has to offer. The marketing and promotional support aspect of the program commenced in 2019.
The difference, the additional difference that Simple Stays brings is that the Grenada Tourism Authority and the Ministry of Tourism can now give this much needed research-focused marketing support with digital connections on platforms. As one of our properties said earlier, they do not have the huge marketing budgets that would allow them to promote themselves, increase their quality visitorship, and provide much needed revenue. They can now sell themselves better to the global traveler. The evidence is here. We have developed the website and additional marketing information. We have our video assets. We have brochures, printed brochures, that provide the information and the data that will drive visitors to the Simple Stays properties, where we add value for our guests and marry the accommodation, transportation, and activities through quality experiences.
Tourism and Civil Aviation Minister Honorable Clarice Modest-Kerwin is honored to be a part of the initiative. She anticipates the full support of those involved.
And I really want to compliment all of those persons who were involved in bringing this activity to fruition. First of all, as we always say, we thank God for the opportunity that we've gotten thus far. And I am pleased to be a part of a government that looks out for the big, but also looks out for the small, and who listens, because we in tourism, in the ministry, we cannot claim the fame of being the ones who instigated that and who agitated for it. The hotel, the GHTA, they agitated for that. Even those of the bigger hotels and the bigger brands, they came out in defense of the smaller hotels and sought to, I don't know if you can say level the playing field. It's kind of difficult to level it, but to bring more equity into the industry.
And finally in the news, Grenada can soon benefit from a cadre of skilled professionals and marketable employees following a year-long training offered to participants engaged in the Empower program. The recruitment of 400 young men was held during a short ceremony on Wednesday, February 2nd, 2022. We get more in this June Paul report.
On Wednesday, February 2nd, 2022, a short ceremony was held to commemorate the official launch of Empower 3.0. 400 young men were recruited into the one-year program, which was created to provide the youth between the ages 18 to 35 years with opportunities towards self-empowerment, holistic development, skill certification, and employment. Addressing participants at the official launch, Minister with responsibility for youth development, Honorable Kate Lewis-Peters, says this project will lead to a safer Grenada, a more empowered workforce, and stronger young men who will help build this country.
You are now charged with the responsibility to motivate and encourage each other to remain focused, to learn the new skills, develop the right attitudes, so that you can graduate as true Empower ambassadors who will testify to the benefits of this project. We believe that this project will lead to a safer Grenada, a more empowered workforce, and a stronger and more empowered men who will help build our society.
Participants engaged in the program will acquire life skills, direct skills, and core developmental training. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of National Security, Youth Development and Home Affairs, Marina Jessamy, expressed her congratulations to the young men.
Don't waste this chance. Don't waste this opportunity. Don't come to the program to just go through the motion, but you come as an ambassador in the first place for the one who created you. You come as an ambassador of your family. Maybe you are the first person in your family to become a billionaire, and it starts with Empower, you don't even know. Maybe you are the first to start a business to break the dependency this room. It is you. So be an ambassador for yourself, for your community, for your nation. Let Empower be your gateway to success. Let Empower be your answer to prayer. And we are here to support you all the time. I will pray for you, and in advance I tell you, congratulations.
The third cohort of participants in the program will include young men from within the disabled community. This has become possible through partnership with the Grenada National Council for the Disabled, GNCD. A prison component will also form part of Empower 3.0. Successful participants of the program will benefit from a grant fund distribution to start their small businesses. The Empower program is fully funded by the Government of Grenada with the aim of transforming lives, strengthening communities, and influencing change. Reporting for the Division of Youth Development, I am June Paul.
And that June Paul report brings an end to the national report for Thursday, February 3rd, 2022. Now for a recap of the top story. Grenadians can now access a maximum of $40,000 under the Grenada Housing Authority's soft loan program. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Sherry and Noel, thanking you for viewing.
Okay, and so that is it for the national report. And what we have for you now is the weather. And let's take a look at that right now. And reminding you that the weather is submitted by the Met Office. And so what we can tell you is that for tonight, we see that the weather is expected to be partly cloudy and breezy with light showers after midnight. Tonight's minimum temperature 24.5 degrees Celsius, and the winds easterly to east southeasterly at 14 to 24 miles per hour. Now, tides are expected to be low at midnight and high at 6 a.m. And taking a look at the weather on Friday, it is expected to be partly cloudy and breezy with light showers overnight. Now, the maximum temperature is expected to be about 30 degrees Celsius and minimum 24.5 degrees Celsius. Did I say that it was going to be expected to be partly cloudy and breezy with light showers overnight? Okay, good. Sun is expected to rise at 6:33 a.m. and set at 6:11 p.m. Winds northeasterly to east southeasterly at 14 to 24 miles per hour. Sea is expected to be moderate with waves of 5 to 7 feet in open waters. And that, my friends, is what we can expect our weather to be like for tonight and tomorrow. We see they're chatting up a storm on the YouTube link. So hello to you, those of you who are currently on YouTube. My mom is there. Gloria is there. Who else is there? Velma. Did I say Glenora as well? Greens 473. It's Clovey. And everyone else on YouTube, we say blessings to you. Those of you who are on Facebook, we would also like to say hello to you and let you know how much we appreciate your company, how much we appreciate you being here all the time. So we see here that we have Kireen, the usual suspects, Shireen, Cynthia, Patty, Ezran, Mishi, and Michelle. So we have Mishi, we have Michelle, we have Delian, we have Claudette, we have Lintona, my sister. Blessings to you as well. Hello. And Wendy Ann is there with us, and Alistair is with us as well. All right, Archie is with us, and Shum Shum, Judy, Claire, Vicky, and Avril, Timron. And you know, if you want your name to call, all you just do, write in the comment section and I'll see that you're there. But other than that, I don't know that you're there. All right, so once you comment in the comment section, then I know you're there and then I'm able to say hello. All right, or at least some people say, hey, Mikey, I never hear you call me names. The same stuff people just pick up. That's why, because they're chatting while I'm saying hello, so I see their name. Sherry, Liz. So that's how I see who, that's how I'm able to say hello. All right, so if you want me to say hello to you as well, just say hello down in the comment section. Java, Dolores, and everyone else. Blessings, all right? So we're going to talk to you tomorrow, God's willing. Same time, same place. We're looking forward to another interesting Friday program. So blessings to you, all right? We'll touch base again. And let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, Ja! No. Take care.